Good morning, Southern Idaho, and thank you very much for tuning in to Rise and Shine this Tuesday morning. Let's start off with our first check of the weather, as it is a bit chilly outside, with meteorologist Jack Holland. Good morning, Jack. Thanks, Jack. Well, our top story this morning, 3 homes were destroyed after a wildfire erupted northeast of Boise. The estimated 25,000-acre fire that is burning approximately 8 miles southwest of Idaho City experienced some growth overnight, but is moving away from structures. There are new national forest closures in the area. The closure area generally encompasses all the areas inside the Grimes Creek. Residents in the areas of Max Creek, Wolf Creek, and Pine Creek are still under evacuation order. The deadline is fast approaching for taxpayers who qualified for an automatic extension to file Idaho returns. According to the Idaho State Tax Commission, the deadline for full payment is October 15th. Taxpayers can avoid a penalty for late filing, but they will be charged 4% interest on any tax that was due and not paid by April 15th, according to Idaho law. Starting off our business news this afternoon, one of the greatest scandals in corporate history is about to get even bigger. Big beer news is brewing after decades of rivalry among Budweiser, Coors, and Miller. All 3 beer brands are about to be united. Online payments giant PayPal says that it will help cover the cost of return shipments this holiday shopping season. And continuing with holiday shopping news, Halloween is still weeks away, but stores are already getting ready for Christmas. In fact, some outlets have been trying to attract holiday customers since the summer. Karina Mitchell reports. Well, you can't think of community school soccer without referencing Lily and Jay Fitzgerald. Lily is just a freshman and has scored a remarkable 31 goals this season. She's on pace to beat Hannah Dye's single-season record of 34 goals in 2013. Meanwhile, her older brother, Jay, a senior, has tallied 41 goals here in 2015. On September 24th, Jay eclipsed Josh Stanek's 14-year-old record by scoring 95 career goals. Today, he has 104. We caught up with the pair at practice as they prepare for district play. With that, it's now 6:31. Let's get to our top story this morning. A Blaine County man is facing felony drug charges following a traffic stop over the weekend. 24-year-old Michael Mensinger was pulled over Sunday for speeding on East Fork Road. He was arrested for having an active warrant for fraud. That's when police allegedly found about half a gram of heroin and drug paraphernalia in his vehicle. Over on the wildfire watch, weather conditions are fueling a large fire on the west Idaho border. So far, the Soda fire has already burned near 200,000 acres since Monday. This morning, a jury trial is set for one of 2 men involved in a deadly shooting of a Twin Falls man. 5th District Court Judge Richard Bevan entered a not guilty plea on behalf of Jacob Marshall on Tuesday. Marshall is one of 2 men who attempted to steal a car posted on Craigslist from 53-year-old Kent Storer of Twin Falls on July 25th. That's when the 2 men reportedly shot Storer along with his son-in-law Jasper Qualls. Qualls was treated and released later that night. Storer was pronounced dead at the hospital. Jury selection will take place in early January with an initial trial date of January 11th. The Twin Falls County Sheriff's Office is offering a $5,000 reward after a deputy's home was burglarized. A gray camo duffel bag containing the deputy's tactical gear and clothing was taken, including a green helmet, body armor, and a tactical headset, along with an M4 rifle and 3 magazines. A reward will be given for information leading to an arrest. You can call the number listed on your screen to file a report. Switching gears to health news this morning, new research is finding that taking vitamin D or calcium after colorectal polyps are removed does not prevent future polyps. The research, conducted by 11 medical centers, studied more than 2,000 patients who had polyps removed and then took the supplements. 3 to 5 years later, screening showed additional polyps had developed in 43% of patients. Chinese researchers say having a high-stress job may be linked to a higher risk of stroke. High-stress jobs are defined as having high demands with little control over the work, such as waitressing and being a nursing aide. Those with high-stress jobs had a 22% higher risk of stroke compared to those with low-stress jobs. And a new blood test could have a huge impact on how doctors treat cancer. British scientists developed the test that could pair cancer patients with the most suitable therapy, then monitor the disease to see if the treatment is working.
If it's happening in our community, we're keeping you in the know.
6:50 now, this Wellness Wednesday morning. I'm back with Dr. McKay Barlow of River Rock Dental. Thanks for joining us.
Pleasure.
You're talking today to us about your November challenge. What is it?
Well, it's a little bit different than usual.
Okay.
For River Rock Dental, our health challenges have generally been about something for physical health. Drink enough water, get cardio exercise, eat your fruits and veggies, things like that. But for November, we're really excited. We're doing something a little bit different. We want everyone to get out and serve someone else. Do something for another person every day in November.
Now, while this might be a little bit different, there are some health benefits to this challenge too.
Absolutely. And that's not maybe the main reason we do it, but doing something for someone else releases endorphins, oxytocin. Those are the happy hormones. Those are things that give us feelings of warmth, feelings of excitement, feelings of joy. So yeah, it definitely helps out that way. Also, serving others reduces stress. Reduce stress means lower heart disease, lower blood pressure, better immune system, and just an overall general feeling of well-being.
Okay.
So absolutely, those are definitely some health benefits there.
Yeah, lots of health benefits. Now, talk a little bit about why you guys decided to do this as your health challenge for this month.
We live in a society where we're not isolated. There's people around us. There are always opportunities that we can get out there and do something for someone else. I'll give you an example. My dad is a great guy, and he will always try when he goes in through a toll booth or in a parking garage, he'll try and pay for himself and the person behind him.
Oh, wow.
Now, there's some great benefits there. Not only does that help him feel gratitude, which is a great benefit itself, but there's a pay it forward effect. There are studies that show that 80% of people if we do something for someone else, 80% of the time they will do something for someone else, and it spreads exponentially. And that only improves our community, but also the world around us.
Yeah, absolutely. Talk about some of the emotional benefits since we touched on the actual health benefits. What are some of the emotional benefits?
Obviously, the first one is gratitude. When we help someone else, they feel grateful and we feel grateful, which helps us feel better about our own lives, and it helps us not worry about our own concerns and problems so much.
Yeah.
The other things are, we have the holidays coming up. And those holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, can be really stressful for a lot of people. It can also be very commercial. There's a lot of pressure put on people to, provide a good Christmas for their family or have, a big meal or whatever it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if we can do something and help serve others, we can help remember that Thanksgiving is about gratitude and help us remember the true meaning of Christmas.
Yeah, absolutely. You're 100% correct. Now, if people want to participate in the November challenge, how can they do that?
Excellent. They can call our office, 737-0222. That's River Rock Dental. They can also go to our website at www.riverrockdentistry.com, or they can go to our Facebook page, and all the information is there as well.
Perfect. Now we have about a minute left. I want to touch on Halloween since it's coming up in the next couple of days. Talk about the importance of brushing your teeth, especially those kids who are going to be consuming lots of candy within the next couple of days here.
Absolutely. I don't have any problem with Halloween.
Yeah.
It's a fun time for the kids. It's an opportunity for them to do something a little different than they would do normally. I just encourage the parents especially to keep an eye on how much candy your kids are eating, how often they're eating it, and help them to keep their mouth healthy, help them to brush and floss afterwards, and make sure they're not eating that candy all day throughout the day.
Yeah.
Eat some, be done, and move on.
All right. Very good. Thank you so much for joining us, Dr. Barlow. We appreciate it. Still ahead here on Rise and Shine, it's our Facebook question of the day where we are talking about candy. It's National Chocolate Day, so we're asking what's your favorite kind of chocolate candies, things to cover in chocolate, anything involving chocolate that you love, we want to know about. We'll see you on the other side of this commercial break.